celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Aztecs will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's late. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The give to the back. Turning it on. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown Bulldogs. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Pettis. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Aztecs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Rides to the back. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Extending the play. And he'll just get rid of that one. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bush. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The sure hands, it's Bush. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down, because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Going with the ground game left. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that in the momentum and the confidence.
There he goes! Hits him with a stiff arm. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Weeks. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The RPO fired complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires to the tight end. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Quick completion on the out.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State!
This defense a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats.
Fresno State, 14, San Diego State, 0.
First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
I'll tell you, you don't see fullbacks in college football too often anymore, but how about that guy on that play? Catching the ball for a first down. Nice.
Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Aztecs have their offense in high gear.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Finds a tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The Aztecs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. With the run on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if we're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. Snap in the shotgun. Lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's instead. Knocked down at the 3, and he was trying to take that interception to the house.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff to the lone back. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets it away from his own end zone. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Lay. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. It'll be a draw. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. Fresno State right back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Hit as he throws. A strike downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Oh, he's got some space. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. He's going for the big play. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it, make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Takes a hit as he fires. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
On the way, and you betcha, a 59-yard field goal. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start this drive going to the air. And he lays out and snags it down the left side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This time on target. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 2nd down. He lets one fly deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. But they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Fires to the big fella. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, San Diego State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone. 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They're coming out to tee it up for the kick. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Fires to the big fella.
While they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's a heat. Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Aztecs. And that one will give them the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lay. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The give to the left. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. At midfield, he's got room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Wide open downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to get it in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Fresno State. They'll line up to go for 2. The snap sets up to throw. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get them to the ground.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead down a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle, it's Austin. They get him corralled, and not until he's in the red zone, they'll mark it at the 14.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Rides to back and leaves it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Right on the money. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Here's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the middle. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Aztecs want to crank the tempo. From the gun, the running back has it. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After that incompletion on third down, you're not quite in panic mode yet on offense, but the sense of urgency is really ratcheting up because you're down 2 possessions, not a lot of time left on the clock. You have got to find your best playmaker right here on 4th down. This could be the game. This is a play you absolutely have to make.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Powers through the defender. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. 22 on 20. They go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef right up the gut, right at you, they're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. So hope stays alive. The undefeated season lives on as they inch closer to that 12-0 goal and what they hope will be a berth in the college football playoff.
And I'm just so impressed with the mindset of this football team each and every week. They're poised, they're focused, they have a good game plan, they know who they are, and they go out and they execute. It's as if they're not even thinking about the college football playoff. David, they're just trying to be the best version of themselves each and every week.
And it sounds cliche and it sounds stupid, but know who you are, do it well, don't beat yourself. All those things are the things that coaches are going to say, but you can tell this team's done a great job up until this point. I got a feeling they're going to finish really strong, and I got a feeling those college football playoffs are right around the corner.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of